Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and we are live at grillingjr.com on a fine Memorial Day Monday. We hope that you are having a safe and happy holiday. And we're thrilled to be live with the voice of professional wrestling, Mr. Jim Ross. Jim, how are you, man?
Pretty good, Conrad. Pretty good. Getting ready for surgery, and that's always stressful. But I've prepared myself mentally and physically to endure the situation.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this. This is really the first time fans have had a chance to hear from you. I know week before last you made a post on social, and obviously everybody's rallied around you and had you in their prayers. But what exactly is going on with you and your health as we sit here on Memorial Day?
Well, I'm going to have I've got cancer of the oh shit.
The colon?
Yeah, no, I already had that years ago. Anyway, I got cancer, and I'll think of it in a minute. Isn't that something? I have I have separated myself, Conrad and Dave, from the, the specifics of this situation a lot, and I don't mean to do it. It just happens. That's like last night and the night before. I had Jan was vividly in my dreams, so it's been crazy. I was trying to think of that cancer of the what? I can't remember what I got. I got it in two places, and they're going to take them out today. I believe today.
Surgery's tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., right, Jim?
Yep.
And so tomorrow morning you're going to have hopefully a very successful surgery. And when you and I had a chance to catch up on Saturday night, you thought they'd actually have you up and moving around in the room tomorrow after surgery. Is that right?
They'd like for me to be able to get up and walk around a little bit, and they're very strict about me sitting in a chair. So I'm going to sit in a chair and try to revive myself and get to rolling and run and go on. So I kind of did that when I had my hip surgery. That was kind of the same thing. But God dang, these surgeries are adding up, and I'm getting ready to throw in the white flag with it. But nonetheless, it's going to be all right. I'm not, the great thing, I'm not in any pain. I'm not. I had breakfast this morning, which you're supposed to have. I'm drinking some sort of prep for. Remember how they prepped you for a colonoscopy? You have to drink all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's what this is. So, but I've had 3 colonoscopies since I got diagnosed. I'm tired of those. 3 of them, and no fun. But I didn't go there for comedy. No fun for the colonoscopy. They don't get a fun vote. So I'm learning a lot about things. I'm learning a lot about my body and about what it has, and it's like an old car. I think it's like an old car, Connie. I'm trying to still drive it and run it, and that's maybe one of my issues is the old car has run too long, too hard. So I'm thinking I really slow down after the surgery. Talk to the doctor, see what he says. But I'll try to really slow down when this is over, and make a few autograph appearances, which I love to do, and see what Tony Khan's got. pardon me, for the ready for me for AEW. I could still do my schedule I had, but I don't know if anybody else believes that. I believe it, and so I still would love to do the pay-per-views on AEW, but I don't know if Tony will want me on. I don't know. I know their announcer lineup right now seems to be spotty, or it's They have the same guys doing the same things basically, or try to, and I don't know if that's working or not. And I'm not saying it in a bad way or a mean way, but they need some continuity, and at least I can add continuity to the pay-per-views. So we'll see how it works out. Hey, it's all going to be good. It's all good. Tony Khan has been amazing to me, and he's told me I'm fine and everything's good. I've heard that before, and but we'll talk at some point in the next week or two, see how things are going. But I think my work has held up pretty good, Connie. I might be wrong. Fans can decide that, but I think it's held up pretty decent.
Of course, you're the voice of wrestling, and we're all concerned about you and loving on you, and glad to hear that you're getting this behind you. What kind of recovery time are they predicting for you, Jim?
They think I'll be in the hospital 6 days, and they think that 6 days will be fine because I can do this. I should be able to come home and knock out a podcast with you or whomever you choose, and keep people updated, talk about what's going on in wrestling. So we'll see how it works out. I've had a glorious career.
Oh yeah.
I sat down. I was sitting down on 2 nights ago, and I worried about things, not financial things. I'm fine. Just things in general. And I thought, God dang, somebody sent a text or a email. God damn it, not that either. A text message, and they outlined a lot of the things I've done, and I was amazed because I have been on every pro wrestling show known to man in my career. It seems like there's a few lousy ones that I didn't go to, but other than that, I've done everything, and I think that. And I looked at the talents, the main eventers that have headlined. There's not a main event guy that's headlining that I haven't broadcast. And then the new guys come in, I can help them get over. I can help them get over. I believe so. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to. I like to get the challenge of getting the young kids over, but we'll see. Maybe I'll fit in somewhere. As much TV is being produced in pro wrestling these days, I'll find a spot and I'll continue on with it. But I'm not gonna. This is crazy. On the eve of the hours before my surgery, but it's crazy to say I don't plan on retiring. I plan on getting healthy and getting well and coming back and doing something for somebody. And we'll see how that works out.
Jim, is it too ambitious to think and hope that you might actually be able to attend AEW's first stadium show here in America? All in Saturday, Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas, July 12th. Is there a chance we'll hear the voice of wrestling at that show?
Hell yeah, I think so. Why not? Why not? I'm the convalescence, the time to recover is not long. There's soreness and things like that affect it. But because I'm getting cut, I think I'm actually getting a laser. A guy's doing this thing by a computer, surgery by computer, which is kind of unique. So, pardon me. But I think I'll be up and able to go to, pardon me, in a couple of weeks. That didn't sound very good. So anyhow, that's another thing. I guess my body's saying you've done enough talking. Time for you to rest.
Well, we want you to get that rest. We greatly appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your morning to share it with us. I know that we've got a collection of videos from your supporters over at adfreeshows.com who are sending you some well wishes, and I know
Oh,
that
good.
AEW has done the same. Everybody wants to do something nice for you right now, Jim. Like
Yeah,
I know that Raphael Morphy's like your son,
yeah,
in business, and obviously your actual family is headed to town today for the big
yeah.
surgery tomorrow. But how can we fans best support you and keep you at the front of our minds?
Gosh, I don't know, Connie. I'd say, are you talking something like Twitter or something along those lines?
Well, I just, listen, everybody's wanting to know how can we share our love for you. We want you to have some positivity and be able to wake up to that and look at that. Do you want people to write you through your website, or would it be better if they did it through social media, or how can
No,
we just channel
our
that love in your direction?
our website would be a good spot to land. Is to look around. So let's try the website, see how that works.
Of course, we want you to leave any messages of support in the comments for today's video, and we'll make sure we pull those together for Jim. And man, we're all pulling for you. We're so excited to have this behind you, and it sounds like you're pretty optimistic about
Oh
what
yeah,
life looks like on the other side of this.
yes,
And
sir.
I mean, if you're going to be up and around in your hotel room tomorrow, or your I guess it's your hospital hotel room. I mean,
Mhm.
you're a week away from being back home. That's pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, and I might, I may be home quicker than that. If Jan was here, I would be in the hospital for frigging 4 or 5, a week or two, and I might be able to go home and she'd say, "No, you should stay a little longer and make sure you're all right." She was caring. She should have been a nurse, but she was not. God bless her. So, but she's watching over me. I know that. She can't be in those dreams I had the last 2 nights and not walk over and say hello at some point. That sounds spooky, but I'm not freaky, but it's not. I'm not trying to be that way. It's just the images that I've created in my mind, and her especially. So she was my girl, and always will be. So that's where I am with that. I just loved her so much I can't get over it, you know, on that deal. So it was good. But hell, it's just pretty interesting, Conrad. It's just I took my meds and I tried to sleep. I seen my grannies. I had grannies cooking one night. It's crazy as hell. And I felt I couldn't find my jeans, and Jan told me where they were. It's been wonderful in that regard. I enjoyed that experience. Some people may say, "Oh, that's heartbreaking." Well, it might be heartbreaking, but it wasn't. They left as they came, quietly and stuff. Went out the door. Jan cleaned up my condo, straightened some things up, made the bed, and said, "I'll see you later." It's wonderful. Never, there was no touching. I didn't touch her, but I listened to her. And I listened to my grannies. My one granny said, "You're going to be just fine." And she was always right. So I believe what she said. And I'm going to follow her communication and her way she looked at it. She said, "It's not that hard." She looked it up and, oh, she's big on the computer. They may have better computers up there than we have down here. I don't know. But I love her, and I love all three of them that came, and off they went. So I've had a lot of support. Uh, Tony Khan called me, which was nice. Khan family's done an amazing job of taking care of JR since I signed with their company. he's very talent friendly, maybe too friendly at times. So anyway, I think the Conrad story is a great one, and I feel bad for him because he's in a game that is really unique, but he's not overmatched IQ wise. He might be overmatched with some of the people that are that work for him. Uh, it's funny. The last time I was there, I listened to. I was really curious to hear the office talent talking, and they were like, you know, digging a space themselves, and some weren't. Not all of them. All of them had good intentions, but God damn it, they had some of them didn't. Some of them didn't, Connie. Every the wrestling's a funny thing. It's very the talents that work in the office are oftentimes, not all of them, but oftentimes very uh, self-serving. I was too, and I look back at what I have at my experience. I would never do that again. I'd let you fire me or get rid of me because I'm not going to be that guy. So it was hard, but it's a tough business, and Tony's in a tough spot as far as that's concerned. Uh, the TV shows are not bad at all. I don't think. I've seen a lot worse. I've been on a lot worse. But I've seen a lot worse than what we're seeing now. A lot worse. And I think Tony's people have done a really good job here lately of manufacturing the show and producing it. And there's some good people there behind the scenes. Really, really good people. I'd start a territory with them in a heartbeat. They're just they're getting nailed by their peers, little pot shots. It's like a western. There's a lot of comancheros out there that are using their guns to do their communication, and these guys are doing some of that. To not that extreme, obviously, but some of that. So it's a tough deal. Tough, tough road to hoe, as they say.
Jim, it's been a crazy wrestling weekend. We had Saturday night's main event on Saturday, and of course, the big AEW Double or Nothing 6th anniversary show was last night. I know you've got people in from out of town, and you're just hours away from a pretty major surgery. Did you
I'm
have a
ready.
chance to see any of that wrestling at all over the
I,
weekend?
I did not. I was sleeping.
Well, it's well deserved.
I didn't see it, Conrad. To be honest with you, I dropped this.
When I heard from you on Saturday night, Jim, you shared with me a pretty important phone call that you got recently, and I know you've probably heard from a who's who of
Oh yeah,
people in and around the professional wrestling business with your recent diagnosis, but there was one call in particular I know that meant the world to you.
yeah. It was. It's pretty big. I was sitting there in the hospital. No, I was at home. I was at home, and I got a call from Steve Austin. And when we got off the phone, I looked at my phone, and we'd talked for 43 minutes. 43 minutes. And here's what your friends do. They call you, they talk to you, and at the end of the conversation, they tell you they love you. And that's what Steve did. So that's what I got. And that cheered me up and it made me feel strong and vibrant. And he said, "You're going to beat this and everything's going to be just fine. Just ride it out, tough it out." I said, "Oh, I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm going to put my uniform on and go play and give the doctor and the nurses everything they want. And hopefully they're going to do a good job. The surgeon pardon me. This this surgeon is one of the best. Is rated number 2 in Jacksonville. And somebody said, "Why didn't you get the best?" So why didn't you get the best one? I said, "Well, he was busy, but this guy got us young and good." And like I said, I think they're going to do it by, uh, you know, outside source. I don't have that figured out yet, but whatever. As long as I'll talk to the doctor before it starts. I give a little. It's almost a pep talk, but it is certainly a. Now, what are you doing? How you doing it? Why are you doing that? I ask a lot of questions. So we'll see. But I got that call from Steve, and I really did appreciate it. We didn't talk about the rest of Venice one time. Not in only in general terms. It was very very generic, but it was really good. The stuff we're talking to he has fun with the stuff that he's doing with wrestling, but he didn't do much of it. So he's uh he's at peace with himself. I love that, and he's got a couple of projects he's working on that he's going to complete. Then he says he'll come out here, and I think he will come out here. I think he'll go see his mom. She's she's having a rough go health wise, I think, and so I'm going to go. He's going to come. I think he's going to come by and see me. It's not all meeting somewhere. I'll be able to, and we'll see how it goes. But he's a good man.
Well, we're all pulling for you, Jim. You're clearly in our thoughts and prayers, and the entire wrestling world is with you tomorrow. I know you're going to go into that operating all by your lonesome, but while you're in there, you're going to be on the hearts and minds of wrestling fans around the world, and I know your fabulous family's in town, and they're going to be there to support you every step of the way. And I, for one, can't wait to hear you back behind the microphone doing what you do best as the voice of wrestling.
Well, thanks. I'm going to be back, Connie, and I'll be back, and I'll be better than ever. Because I can't be better than ever. He's old. Don't get age mixed up with productivity. And some people do. I'm sure there's some people out there saying, "Well, it'd be better off. He'd be better off if he just hung it up." And you know what? Maybe I would. Maybe I would. But guess what? For those folks, I ain't going to. When I get so bad that my commentary is off, timing's off, this is off, whatever's off, but whatever makes it not an enjoyable experience to listen to my commentary, then I will hang it up. You ain't got to worry about me. I'll get the hell out of there and get out of your way. But I don't think I'm there yet. I'm still productive, and I still want to do it. I still like to do it. And with all this, God dang, Connie, with all this product being produced, you think that they could find a place for me. And whoever they are, pronoun boy, is what it is.
Well, we're excited to have you as a part of AEW. I can't wait to see you in Arlington. I'm going to speak it into existence. You're going to be calling some important match at Globe Life Field on Saturday, July the 12th. Circle it on your calendars. Jim Ross is coming back to do what he does best. We're pulling for you tomorrow, Mr. Jim. And, well, this feels like an appropriate time to tell you that we love you, dude. We're all pulling for you.
I appreciate it, Connie. And I love you, the fans. You don't realize what kind of support system you've got until you step back for a while. And this has been wonderful. So I really appreciate your time and your passion and your thoughts up for me are very much appreciated. So let's go get this done and get back to work.
Stay tuned, boys and girls. We'll have all your news and updates here in the coming weeks right here on Grilling JR.
Thanks, everybody.